What's up YouTube? Jeff back again here from High on Android and DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm coming at you guys with my second video on the LG Watch Urbane 2nd edition LTE. Now if you didn't catch my unboxing video last night, go check it out. I'll drop a link below in the description. You can see what's inside the retail box as well as some comparisons to all of my other smartwatches, including the Apple Watch, Gear S, Gear S2, Huawei Watch, Moto 360 2nd Gen, the original LG Watch Urbane as well. So today I just wanted to give you guys a tour of the hardware, some of the features, especially the things that are baked into Marshmallow in Android Wear, and then also talk to you guys a little bit about some of the questions I got in the comments on the last video. Some people were interested in some various things, so I'm going to cover those as well. So first of all, on this watch, you have 3 buttons over here on the side, as you can see. You've got the home button, which you have on every Android Wear watch, and you've got this top and bottom button. Now, of course, the home button, if you just short press the home button, it's going to take you back to the home screen no matter where you are, as you can see there. If you long press the home button, that'll take you over here to your app screen, as you can see right there. And then you can double tap your home button, and that'll take you into theater mode, as you can see right there. It's telling me to turn the screen back on to just press the home button, so you can do that. And then you can also triple tap to turn on brightness boost. I'm not going to do that because then it makes the screen hard to see when I'm shooting the video, but if you triple tap, this will give you brightness boost. Now you also have functionality built into the top and bottom buttons here. You can see here that on the top button, if I press that, the top button will take me into my recent contacts. You can see there, I've tried some test calls with a couple of my own phones, also calling my mom on the watch. And then if I tap the bottom button here, you'll see that the bottom button will take me into LG Health. Now, one thing to note about this top and bottom button, these are not mappable, so you can't change what they map to. You can't open any custom apps. You're kind of stuck with contacts and LG Health. So that's kind of annoying, a little bit of a problem. It would be really nice if you could take that, make this brightness boost or something else that's more useful. I probably won't use LG Health in my contacts too often. So now let's take a quick look at a few of the things that have changed in the settings menu. So first, let me go in here and show you guys, if we go into About, that we are in fact indeed running Marshmallow. You can see there Android OS version 6.0, and you can see we're running 1.4.0.23.77.376. That's the Android Wear version. Now, a question someone asked me is, does this support Spanish or Mandarin languages? And the answer is yes. Android 1.4 actually expanded Android Wear support to multiple new languages. So the LG Urbane has that on there out of the box. Now, let's go back into the settings here and show you a few new things. Of course, brightness, watch face, font size, gestures. There are a few new gestures. Oops, let me turn wrist gestures on. And if we go into the tutorial here, you guys can see a few of them. Flicking your wrist, there's that one. And then, let's see if I can actually get through this without trying it. It's going to make me try it. Anyway, there's a few new gestures. Some of them are a little ridiculous, so let's skip that one and then go to the next one. Flick wrist out to scroll down the page. That one obviously we can skip as well. This one, flick wrist in. Obviously we've seen that one before. Try to see if it'll let me get out of there. So the other couple new gestures is there's one where you can sort of shake your wrist all over the place to go back to the home screen. It looks kind of ridiculous, so if you get this watch, I don't know if you would actually use it. I would probably never use that gesture. The flick up, flick down to scroll the pages, I use that all the time. That's really the only gesture I use. Let's go out of the tutorial there. Then here we have always on screen. We've seen that before. Of course, now you've got sound because you've got a speaker on here. You can see you got the media volume there. You've got alarm volume. Of course, you've got ring volume. And then you've got your watch ringtone. You got Wi-Fi. That's been on Android Wear for a while. You've got Bluetooth devices. Now you guys can see here, I want to talk about that in a second. I've got my Moto Surround Connect headset connected. I want to show you guys something with the Bluetooth in a second. Cellular, of course. You've got a couple options. You've got data usage, your roaming. You've got your SIM status, of course, call forwarding, default messenger, and your emergency alerts. And also you can choose which to display, either your phone number or, of course, your watch number when you make calls. Then you've got location, you've got airplane mode, accessibility, date and time, screen lock. This is another new feature. You've got permissions, of course, because this is Marshmallow. So all of your apps on Android Wear also need to ask your permission to use these apps. So things like the mic, the speaker, all these various things. You're going to have to approve when you install new apps. And then you have this new unpair with phone option here, which if you do that, of course, it's going to tell you that it's going to factory reset your watch. And then, of course, power off and about, which I already showed you guys the version number. Now, one thing to note that's missing, if you look at the old Android Wear settings menu, there used to be a restart watch option here. That's now gone. So I don't know why Google took that out, but now you have to actually power off the watch and power it back on. Kind of annoying. I like the option just to restart the watch, but now that option has been removed. All right, so let me go back here quickly and mention a few things that people asked about. With cellular, someone asked me, can I pop a T-Mobile SIM in here? Now I showed you guys on the back here, this little pronged, three-pronged SIM ejector that comes in the box. I showed that in the last video. You can remove this and expose the SIM card and change it out. I did put a T-Mobile SIM in there last night, and it did recognize the T-Mobile SIM. I was able to get 3G, and I tried it again at work today, and I was still only able to get 3G. So I wasn't able to get LTE. That may have something to do, of course, with the bands. I tried in a couple areas that I normally get good T-Mobile service, so I think that it's probably the case that you won't get LTE if you pop a T-Mobile SIM in here. Another question someone asked about is with the Bluetooth, if you pair a Bluetooth headset to this, can you take a call over the Bluetooth headset? That's a great question because some people were saying you can only listen to music. Well, I tried that, and so I'll show you guys right now. If you turn on some music, so I've got my, just pull them in here. These are my surround, Moto Connect surround headset here. So if I want to play some music, so let me get this back into focus for you guys really quick. So I'm going to play on Wear, and then I'll hit play, and this is playing now through my speakers, okay? So now it's playing right through my, not my speakers, but my headset. So it's working. So let's pause that. And now let's say that I want to make a call. So now let's go into the phone, and let's attempt to make a call. I'll just call one of my many numbers here. And let's say call from watch. And you can see right there, it is not routing the audio to my headset. So it does appear, unfortunately, that if you want to make a call from the watch, that if you have a Bluetooth headset connected, that it's only going to use it for music. It will not let you use it for calls. So that's a question some people had, and unfortunately, it seems for now that is the case. So hopefully, obviously, LG will fix that with a software update. That's really silly, kind of stupid that you can't route audio from the watch to a Bluetooth headset. Works great with music, of course, no problem at all. So the last thing I wanted to mention here is talk really quickly about the battery life. A few people have asked about that, and also the call quality. So when you take a call on the speaker, you guys probably heard there when I made that call, the speaker is actually pretty loud. I'm pretty impressed. If you're in a busy area, obviously, it's going to be harder to hear than if you're on your phone or on a headset. But the call quality is actually pretty good. And also, I called and talked to my mom this weekend just because I knew she would talk for a while, and I wanted to test out the battery life. I talked to her about 50 minutes, and my battery went from 75% down to about 33%. So I lost about 42% on a 50-minute call. So not terrible. Overall, the battery life has been pretty good on this watch. You guys can see, I charged it up just before this video, so it's at 100. But today I took it off the charger around 6 a.m. this morning, and before I had to charge it up, it was only down to about 70%. So about 30% over 8 hours. That's not bad. If you project that out, if you have pretty heavy use like I do, you should be able to get a full day out of this. I still don't know that the battery life is as good as my Gear S, which was the previous battery life champion. I'll have to put that to test in the full review. But the battery life has not been bad at all. It's been quite good. Should be good. It's got a 570 milliamp hour battery, and that's what all this thickness is due to. So of course, hopefully I'll have a lot more to say about that in the full review. But I hope I was able to show you guys a little bit about what's going on with Marshmallow, what's new, and also answered some of the questions that were in the comments last time. If you guys have other questions for me, please drop them in the comments of this video, and I'll definitely try to get to those as soon as possible. You can follow me on Google+ and Twitter at the links in the description. Check out news.highandandroid.com and dopetechdaily.com for great Android news and tech giveaways. And if you could like the video, if you enjoyed the content, I'd really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.